Scott Verplank, walking up 18 right now. And let's listen to the applause.
Where would you rank him as an amateur?
Number one. Well, I guess number two behind Bobby Jones, okay? I won't go crazy.
Scott Verplank is one of the top 5 amateur golfers and top 5 college golfers in the last 50 years at least.
He was a great junior player, obviously a great college player, won the U.S. Amateur.
He was just so competitive that he wanted to not just beat everyone in the field, but he wanted to really beat his teammates too.
Yeah, it'd be hard to make up a fantasy tale that would, at the beginning of 1982 for Scott Verplank, that would have measured up to what he actually accomplished. So he won everything on the planet.
The youngster from Dallas won the 1984 U.S. Amateur at Oak Tree Golf Club, now Oak Tree National, which eventually would become the course where he resides. The following year, he went one better, winning the PGA Tour's 1985 Western Open as an amateur.
40 feet to work with. Good loft. Look out hole.
I remember telling Tway this, that Scott's going to win this tournament. And Bob's like, what are you talking about? And I said, I've seen him play a lot, and this is the best I've ever seen him play.
And sure enough, he did. So looking back at it, I said, Willie, how did you come up with that? He said, well, we played Chicago golf on that day, that Wednesday. And I've never seen anyone hit it so straight, so far, hit the iron so good, or putt so well. So I just figured he was going to win.
Yes, sir. Aaron Scott Verplank is the 1985 Western Open champion. Wonderful.
Scott, congratulations. Fabulous playing.
Thanks.
At Oklahoma State, he came in as a freshman and immediately wanted to win not just every tournament, but every practice session. Alongside Willie Wood, he led the Cowboys to the 1983 NCAA Team Championship and was the 1986 NCAA Individual Champ.
Scott was a rare combination of confidence, belief, work ethic, talent. He's the total package.
He was so good that we couldn't keep him from running the show.
And he was the first NCAA individual champion who was also an academic All-American. And to be able to be that good a student and also the best player in college golf, that's quite a legacy.
In addition to the U.S. Amateur, he was named to the 1985 Walker Cup team, won the Porter Cup and Sunahana Amateur twice each, and won the 1985 Western Amateur. Of his 5 PGA Tour victories, none meant more to him than the last, an emotional victory at age 42 in the Byron Nelson Classic in Dallas. It was the first tour win in 6 years, and the only drawback was his childhood hero Nelson wasn't there, having passed away the year before at age 94. Nelson's wife Peggy was there, clutching one of her husband's famed fedoras when she hugged an emotionally drained Verplank after the victory. Byron would have been very, very happy for Scott. I am too, Peggy said that day. The friendship they had, it's great to see it culminate this way.
Scott Verplank. Well, he's a steely guy.
First ever shot in a Ryder Cup, and it is a good one.
Twice he's a captain's pick for the Ryder Cup. I don't know what gets more flattering than that.
Oh, that's a beautiful shot. What a shot. Barely cleared the water.
I believe the momentum just shifted back, Mark.
When Curtis Strange was Ryder Cup captain, and Scott was probably going to get one of the picks, Curtis called me and he says, well, tell me about your buddy Scott. And I kind of said, well, Curtis, he's a lot like you. And he goes, what do you mean? I said, well, he's as tough as they come. I said, I'd love to have him on my team because I don't think there's anyone mentally tougher, and he's going to give you his all. And I think Curtis appreciated that, and obviously he went on to play great in the Ryder Cup and the President's Cup, but you know, he just played good his whole life.
His record in the 2002 and 2006 President's Cups and Ryder Cups, was the best overall record of any individual that played on those teams.
His game was made for that type of competition. And it was true. He's just so competitive, and he wants to, he likes head-to-head competition. He was great in match play always. He really should be a captain of a Ryder Cup.
Between the diabetes and numerous draining injuries, including 9 surgeries, Verplank may not always have been able to excel for 72 holes against deep fields as time went on, but pit him against a single opponent with the pressure on and he was nails. His record in 2 Ryder Cups and 2 President's Cups was stellar, a combined 10-3-1, including 4-1 in the Ryder Cup.
He's the most courageous golfer, I think, maybe ever. He's 9 years old and he's diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. He's in a coma. That's where you think the career would end. But that, for him, that's where it started.
That's one of the reasons why he was so regimented and so tough. I think that's a lot to put on a kid at that age.
I never heard a complaint, and I never saw any kind of, he did not want to show a weakness, put it that way.
I learned a lot from him, just the fact that even though mine gets regulated, I still need to eat and do a lot of things. So I think Coach Holder, myself, a lot of us being around Scott changed our ideas of what we need to do to try to play good golf and live correctly.
His official surgical scorecard: 3 on the left wrist, 2 on the right elbow, 1 on each shoulder, 1 on the left elbow, and 1 on the right thumb. There were also chronic bouts with plantar fasciitis. These ailments were slow to heal because, well, such are the ramifications of being a type 1 diabetic. Sensitive to others battling the same ailment, Scott and wife Kim have raised funds and provided numerous college scholarships for others with type 1 diabetes. Each year, Verplank holds a celebrity pro-am at Oak Tree National, and the pro golfers and celebrities come from far and wide to support the cause.
I just think that he realizes how difficult it is for kids, and so obviously his foundation to try to help kids with diabetes. And I had no idea until I was around him. So it's just wonderful that he's able to do that to help these kids.
Verplank has said he wishes he would have accomplished more as a touring pro, though it is ludicrous to consider a 5-time PGA Tour champion with $30 million in official career earnings as anything but a huge success.
The guy has had an unbelievable career both as an amateur and as a pro, so I mean, he's so worthy of this Hall of Fame that it's incredible.
I don't know, he plays so much great golf. I wish I could just go back and watch it again. That's what I'd like to do.
Now please welcome Scott Verplank into the Oklahoma Golf Hall of Fame.